Obvious statement, it's not ideal.
No, really disappointed. Looking forward to the game. We had some changes, we had some fresh faces, so I was quite excited to see them and try and sort of get them going as soon as possible. But when I got here and I saw it, and they've worked hard, to be fair, the ground staff, like trying to holotine it, whatever you call the word, but you can see it just filling up again. So the ball's not rolling properly, it's not bouncing, it's not a good spectacle for the amount of fans. And then the worst thing you can do really is probably start the game and have to call it off, which then becomes a really tough decision, doesn't it, for the officials. So I understand why they've done it. The quality of the game would have been affected by it because of the bounce, and it becomes a bit more of a lottery, doesn't it? So disappointed because you prepare, you do all your work, and you're sort of excited for the game, and then you get here and I couldn't believe it. I got the phone call actually an hour ago. So disappointed, but gives me a couple more days now to get back on the training pitch ready for Tuesday.
And ref James Oldham, he had to give the ground staff, they were really hard working trying to get this on. He has to give them that time to try and do it. Just couldn't get there in the end. Yeah,
well, earlier they showed me the picture of it. It was flooded, and then all the work they'd done managed to get rid of some of the puddles. But as soon as they stopped work, it's just started filling up again, and the forecast is for it to stay heavy rain. So I can only see it getting worse. I mean, I was keen to try and start the game, but when I saw the ball rolling or not rolling properly, and the ball just stopping when it bounced, it just makes it more of a lottery, really. So right decision, I think. Disappointing, but yeah, we've got to. We've got to get home now and have a couple of more days ready for Tuesday.
We saw it yesterday with training. This was a group that was ready to go again. It was fresh faces. They were all keen to get going. What does it do to them in that dressing room now? They're
fine. They'll be all right. There's no problem. They'll be even fresher Tuesday, hopefully. Gives us, like I say, 2 more days of working with them, which is definitely a plus for me as a coach. But I was excited to see us today. So in that respect, we're disappointed, but I think it was the most sensible decision.
How does that change the weekend? Do you get them in tomorrow, for example?
Yeah, no, they can go home now, but we will train tomorrow and Monday, so it gives us 2 days, and obviously we'll have to look at the fixtures and when we can sort of rearrange this one.
You've said it so many times that once something like this happens, this is done and dusted now. It's all about Port Vale.
Yeah, and I just heard as well their game at Salford's been called off as well. So in that respect, maybe a plus for us that if we had played today, we would have obviously had 90 minutes in our legs, whereas they've had the weekend off. So you could say that helps us, hopefully, that both teams will be fresh going into Tuesday.
And we haven't announced the team, so that keeps that one under wraps until Tuesday night. So that's quite exciting for the fans in a way.
Yeah, no, there was some changes. There was some enforced changes. We know about all the injuries. So yeah, there was a lot of players injured, and it was giving me an opportunity to freshen it up with some new faces. So yeah, we obviously now we need to look at Port Vale, different game, different opposition, and try and work out the tactics to try and win that.
Thank you.